Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome. You and I are here today. I just wanted to talk about two things, first of all, and I want to also say congratulations to the winner who guessed how much I have spent in this game, and that's going to be our first topic. But first, let's say who won. So, bring it over here, and well, we'll move my big fat head out of the way. Shall we do that? So, congratulations to Nadine Elastrado. Nadine, congrats. I'm just going to tell you real quick. Congrats. You're right. What skin do you want? Yeah, so congrats, you won. Tell me your in-game ID, all that good stuff, and I'll get you a skin. And just to show you guys, I have a snip of how much money I spent because I wanted to go check this. And this is over the past... since October of last year to all the way to May 10th of this year. I haven't spent any money since. And so let's just talk real quickly about what I've gotten for that. So I've spent $1,300 in this game, guys. $1,300. That is ridiculous. Now, a lot of it has gone to giving you guys skins and stuff, which is great. I love doing that, and I still want to do stuff like this. Changing it up a little bit because I don't like people spamming for skins in chat, but look forward to future videos how you guys can win skins. I'm still going to be giving them away, but I digress. Coming back to talking about how much money I have spent in this game and what I've got for it. So, this game is a money sink for sure. Some people label the producer as Moonton, Moneyton, and all that. And to be fair, okay, if it's your business model to make money, I get it. Like it makes sense, and it's working for them, and they're making a lot of money. Here's the problem with that. Microtransactions are good in games until they come to a point where they do one of three things. One, they give way too much advantage to someone who spends a lot of money in game. This game doesn't have that problem. In fact, this game has the opposite of that, which is the second thing that's bad, is that you do not get enough for your money that you spent in the game. And the third reason is the worst part of that, is that you complete everything in the game to the point where it's no longer fun to play. Right? So it's easier for me to put in money and buy diamonds and buy heroes, and then what is the point of playing the game to get battle points? Well, okay, you can upgrade emblems, but there's a discrepancy there because upgrading emblems takes so long. I've spent $1,300 and I only have 3 of the set upgrades. So you can see I'm overall ranking in achievements number 11 in my local rankings, right? I've gotten all the rewards for this. A lot of these things, I've shown you guys how to get some of these awards and stuff, but a lot of them come from the fact that I've spent a lot of money in the game. But, number 11, giving away skins and stuff like that, it definitely helps spending diamonds, doing giveaways and is great. So let's take a look. I'll just show you the leaderboards real quick and where I'm at. And I'd actually like to be number 1, but this person is so far ahead of me. Like there's no way I'm catching that person. Like, 11,000 points ahead. That's way off. Yeah, that's just too much. Let's talk about the emblems that I've gotten from it. So I've got most of the emblems. I haven't upgraded the fighter one. I'm going to do more emblem videos, by the way, reviewing the emblems, guys. So stay tuned for that. But I have most of them at 45. And that's pretty dang good. But it has taken me $1,300 and 9 months to get to this point. And I'm not even close to having these all the way upgraded. Now I have the best, talent picks and stuff in that. And that's great. No, that's really good. But what else is there to do in the game besides buy really, really expensive skins? The skins are too expensive and people sink money in the game, and it ruins the game. It really does, and I think that's going to hurt them in the long run. Short run, it's very, very profitable, and they've made a lot of money. But I think in the long run, it's going to ruin the game, because what they need to focus on is more balancing and hero strategy and longevity of the gameplay. And that is what I'm getting into with my second discussion here. Second discussion is talking about ranked. So I'm going to name the top 5 hated heroes that I have right now, and I'm going to tell you why. And they're not necessarily hated for me, but I think they ruin rank, and I think that the game would be a lot healthier if they weren't in the game. And some of these might come as a surprise to you guys, so I'm going to go through them real quick. So, the 5th one on the list, right? The 5th one on the list, believe it or not, is Harley. So, and you'll notice a lot of these guys I'm mentioning have been nerfed or do have planned nerfs already, and they're still super powerful. So why do I dislike Harley? Harley is a great character. He's a lot of fun. And the reason I dislike him, this is why, is because mages, the reason you play a mage is that you're slow, you're vulnerable, but you can burst people down, right? And that you don't have fast attack speed. Harley blends between the characters, right? Between an assassin role and a poke and mage role, right? He is so fast getting around the map. He can farm and, kill things almost as fast as someone else we're going to talk about in this review right here. And that makes him much stronger than, say, like a Eudora or even a Vexana, right? So those are like really mage characters where it's like big bursts, blow someone up, kill them, but then you're vulnerable and you're slow and you can't really move. Harley breaks that because he's too strong and he can get fed too fast, right? Now I would put Kagura on this mix, in this 5. She's not, by the way. She's an honorable mention, but because she is so difficult to play, I think it's justified that she's so strong. The same thing with Fanny, right? Not a lot of people can play Fanny really well, which is why Fanny is an honorable mention, but also not on this list. So the last thing I'm going to say is, how could we fix this, right? Increase the cooldown of his hat hop, or removes the speed boost from it, right? That would limit his mobility, make him more like other mages in the game, right? But I think that Harley is really detrimental to the ranked right now. You see him in almost every matchup, and I don't like it. So let's talk about person number 4 on this list. Number 4. Oh, who is number 4? Number 4... Number 4 is none other than Lancelot, guys. Absolutely. Why is Lancelot number 4? Well, I think it's obvious. His mobility is crazy, his damage is insane, and he can dodge with a second ability that gives him like a 4% cooldown. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Lancelot. I've talked about him before and the reason why he's not fun. He gets banned all the time, but when he gets in, he's still super strong. The problem is this ability right here, the Thorned Rose. If they made this ability less powerful, so that he couldn't dodge things, say, like Cyclops' ult, I think that he would be balanced. But the fact that you can dodge so much with that, and I think you can dodge stuff with your ultimate too, your Phantom Execution, that's just broken. It's not fair. It's not conducive to good gameplay. And so he gets banned, obviously, and it's a real shame. But that's how this could be fixed: is that you make it so he can't dodge ultimates and stuff like that. I think he would still be super strong. I think he would still be played, but he wouldn't be as broken as he is now. All right, let's talk about the third person on here, who is ruining ranked right now for me. That is. And I think you guys can guess this right off the top, is Martis. So Martis is super cool. I love his character design. I think it's awesome. But he's broken. He's not fair to play against. And you guys know this, and there's nerfs coming and stuff. And the problem is that he has too much CC. So when you have CC in this game, you prevent other characters from using their ultimates and stuff. He's knocked, his CC cancels someone like Franco's ult, right? Cancels that. I'm pretty sure it knocks around a Kai. It cancels Ruby's ult, right? Cancels the stun from her. All this thing, that's like, you might as well not even play those characters against him. And you can't. You really can't. And you can't run away from him either because he has such good mobility. So that to me makes Martis broken, and he's really not fun to play against, especially if you're playing a charge or something, because you can't use your abilities. You're not even playing the game. You sit there and you have to maneuver around him, and to me that's not enjoyable, right? There needs to be some kind of counter. There really isn't. Even his abilities allow him, say if he gets ulted by someone like Cyclops, right, to just swing on out of there, and yeah, that's not cool. I think that's broken, and I think that needs to be changed. You could limit his mobility, or you could reduce his CC. That's how we could fix this guy. Let's talk about the second person to be ruining the ranked game, in my opinion. This might come as a surprise to you guys. It might not, but the second is none other than Lesley. Yes. Now, I've had a lot of fun with Lesley, and I think everyone has, because she does a ton of damage, and it is so fun to kill people in 2 shots. The problem with that is that she fulfills a role that no other character does, really. She is a long-ranged assassin that has the best escape ability in the game, which is the Master of Camouflage. So she is so fast and she deals so much damage, right, that you'd pick her as a marksman, and she can act as a marksman, right? But she can escape like that. Now, her grenade ability is kind of finicky. It's difficult to use, and her ultimate, I think, is good. It's good at finishing people off. Okay, I get that. I like that. I like that you can block it. I think that's a cool ability. But this ability, the Master of Camouflage, and the fact that she does so much poke damage is ridiculous, and it's broken. And it's not any fun to play against her if you're playing a marksman, because she will most likely kill you unless it's in a team battle or you sneak up on her. And then she can just run away and run back in. In addition to that, if you're playing somebody who has a targeted ability and she hits her camouflage, then she disappears and you can't target her, right? And the speed boost that gives, it is so incredibly unfair. And Lesley is my second least favorite character in the game right now, in ranked, right? Because she is so strong and so not fun to play against. I've played so many games where we've been up, but in a team battle, because she just stays in the back, and it's just the entire enemy team is not fed besides her, that she wins the game for them. And I think that that is really broken, and it ruins the ranked experience for me. So, the way I would change her, I would decrease the amount of poke damage she does. I would give her, as a bonus, I would give her better regeneration for her energy, right? Because it's easy for her to run out of that. And I would change this ability. Either only give it the invisibility, or only give it the speed, right? You can leave the extra damage and stuff that it gives her, but the two combined make it really broken. And honestly, even with those changes, I don't know if she would still be enough to be considered not broken in my book. But I think that's a good start. I know they're playing around with her ultimate. They're reducing the shots and stuff. The ultimate's not the problem, in my opinion, because you've already gotten to them to the point where they have to back and you've pushed them out and stuff. The ultimate's a finisher. That's fine to me. Or it's a scouting move, which you can use it as too. But let's get to the number one character in the game that I think is ruining the ranked experience. And that is none other than this little guy right here. I know you guys might be really, really surprised. Or maybe not, because I've said it. I think I've hinted at it before and stuff, but now we're finally talking about it. The reason is because he is so easy to play. Well, that's one of 3 reasons. Super easy to play. His ultimate has like the longest range in the ability, is the best initiator. You hit someone on the enemy team who's a, an 80 carry or something like that with it, and you could go in and kill him basically. Really, really easy to play Cyclops. No skill involved, man. You just click buttons and you run around, and you get a lucky ult on somebody, and the enemy team is wiped, right? I could grind him. I could grind him all the way to Mythic. I don't want to do that. I'm bored of playing him. I'm guilty of playing him a lot. In fact, I really liked him when he was first out, and they nerfed him already, but I think he's still too strong. Just like Harley, the reason we're talking about that at the beginning is because he fulfills a part of the game that is different, right? Mages are supposed to be big burst damage, right, and slow. The problem is that he does so much reoccurring burst damage, and his cooldowns are just instant, right? So this first ability does so much damage, takes no skill because it doesn't target anyone, increases your speed, and reduces the cooldown of your other abilities. You gotta be kidding me, right? I really like his second ability, and I like the design of his third ability. I think in order to fix him, you could take the speed off of these. And that might balance him, because the speed allows him to farm in the jungle so fast, it's ridiculous. He's just really not enjoyable to play against. And like I said earlier, because you can't play any other mage character against him, really, unless you play Vexana and you get really lucky. Look at all the other mage heroes in the game. Look at Farsa, for example, right? He just has to run up. He cancels her completely, right? He can dodge her ultimates, run up on her, blow her up. She tries to escape, he ults her, and she's done. So, these are the two things I want to talk about, and the reason why I'm not enjoying ranked and I'm just having fun in the game. And that's the last thing I want to touch on. The game's about fun, guys. In ending here, I would say don't spend a lot of money on the game like me. Don't do that. You're not going to get a lot for it. It ruins the experience, and the experience is already tainted enough from the fact that we have these characters in the game that are too easy to play and ruin the fun of playing other characters. Like I said earlier, a lot of them have been nerfed already, and they weren't the right kind of nerfs, and I've talked about that before. But stay tuned, guys. I'm going to keep producing technical videos for you guys and stuff, and I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Supporting me helps me out a lot, motivates me to do videos like this and stuff. And signing off, guys. I'll see you around next time. Peace. You